To me, I mean, when I look at cybersecurity, it's like a boxing match, right? I mean, it just never stops. It goes on, and the beating never stops. So,
so the rounds never end.
Hammered, I mean, like, constantly. So the way we've looked at this is, I mean, how do we shrink the attack surface, right? I mean, so we are so widely exposed. I mean, like, at the end of the day, I mean, jobs or CISOs like me is, I mean, how do we shrink this attack surface? So one simple thing we said, I mean, like, we got, 300,000 employees. I mean, like, how do we turn all of them into our first line of defense, right? So I'm a firm believer. I mean, like, yes, everybody's budgets are shrinking. I mean, the dollars are, I mean, like, scarce. But every dollar we spend on some type of security awareness and training, I mean, like, is really money well spent, right? And you got all these technologies, but let's go back and look at all these hacks. I mean, if you look at the hacks are all going back to some simple basic thing. Somebody clicked on an email link. Somebody shared a password, right? Somebody, I mean, like, was naive enough to, I mean, like, be a subject of social engineering or, I mean, some type of hack. So it all comes down to, I mean, like, how aware your users are. I mean,
so how do you make people aware of that in these organizations?
Well, just like, once we have programs in place, I mean, like, where you go through the usual security awareness and training, I mean, we form communities of interest, I mean, within the company. We also try to make the trainings that we provide relevant to the users, right? I mean, like, let's say there is the holiday season. I mean, like, you put out bulletins warning people about how to be savvy cyber shoppers, I mean, like, during those times. Or, I mean, like, anytime you try to make the training relevant to the end users, I think it drives home the point, right? As opposed to, here, take this long training, I mean, like, just check a box and move on. I mean, nobody pays attention. But by trying to make it relevant, I mean, like, we're trying to get, I guess, squeeze, I mean, like, the most out of it.
Right.
Can I just add?
Yes,
well, two things. One, we do a lot of phishing exercises, so we create our own phishing, and it's surprising what people are willing to click on. Some of them have gotten pretty sophisticated, and I myself stop and think, did these guys make this up, or is this real? So it helps, right, because it's ever present in your mind. But I think one of the interesting things that the bank did recently, because we have the same issue with attack surfaces. So we have 186 country offices. We had a Lotus Notes environment with servers in every single country office. And as we looked at it, we said, the easier way to do this is to lift ourselves into the cloud. Let's go with a modern email system that we understand that someone else is managing us. We know where the data centers are. We know where our email is. And we can pull all of those servers out of our country offices. And so while people are afraid of the cloud, for us, it was a way to solve a problem that made us more secure than we were in the past. So I think you have to be creative about how you apply technology in thinking about your security posture.
Great.